Guys, how's it going? Tmanplays here with another Warno ranked game for you, and today going to be playing as the 3rd Armored Division versus GinRow, also named Ex Nihilio, playing as TKS or it's a bit of a tongue twister. Territorial Commando Sud. Okay, so with that out of the way, recon going all over the place. One going here with hopes of getting to this building, LRS here, LRS here, and LRS unloading early because I know he has access to the AMX-10s. So in case he's coming down this road, want to unload this early and then push him up. See 2 vehicles already coming up though. Starting with a bunch of PVADs all over the place because we know that TKS has access to the Gazelle cannons, so we want to make sure to defend ourselves against that. Originally, I thought there were perhaps 2 AMXs pushing up. Turned out it was just some Green Berets, though. So I am moving back the LRS to this building. But as I do have this Abrams coming up, we're just going to use the Abrams to try and help push these guys out, as well as with the LRS at close range. Also spot an AMX along with this push. Abrams, though, going to be able to deal with that. So I buy a Thunderbolt just to kind of destroy some of this stuff in the open. See all this infantry here. So we're going to move our Thunderbolt to the left-hand side here. Do see the plane, so I am going to target the plane, but then I decide I'd rather go for the gun run of this. Wasn't aware this would actually turn in, get a side shot on me. So a bit unfortunate there. Now my Thunderbolt's useless. And, well, PVAD's not going to be able to take out the F4F here. So it's going to be up to the Abrams as our LRS does go down. So now we have a bit of an issue here. On the right, still have the LRS machine gun and fire team in case he decides to try and attack this area. We are going to be able to push these FS Jaeger B1s away. And since I have the LRS here, I'm also pushing up the Abrams, just as since we do have the recon to support, but not going to be able to see the Milan 2 that's in there, and well, we do get hit even though I was pulling back the Abrams. I was really hoping not to have to use the smoke, but I pay for it there. Here though, gonna spot the recon that he landed. It's gonna be a BGS squad. So Abrams now gonna be in a good position to help, but he is gonna just kind of hide it behind the building there. Thankfully, our machine gun squad can really stun this down, do a lot of damage. So he's just going to be continuously fired upon if he gets back in the building or if he stays there. Because I know he has all the infantry here, I'm going to be moving my command away from this corner because I'm imagining he's probably sending some of that infantry over in this direction since he knows my command is around this area. So just going to move that to a safer spot. We don't want to push up the Abrams, get fired upon by the AT-4s or the Green Berets, so that's why I'm just keeping some distance here. And, well, ordering 2 Cobras to deal with this. Of course, Fliegerfaust, though, going to get a clean first shot on my Cobra. Very unlucky for me. Kill another AMX there with my M1A1. And, well, the 2 bombers here going to be able to take out my LRS and machine gun. So I'm going to pull back the 1 Cobra, try and save it. Other Cobra going to be doing a lot of damage here. And, well, unfortunately, he's going to be able to hit it with a missile before I can land it, and PVADs aren't going to be able to take out the Mirage. So at this point, I'm thinking I really need to get control of the skies because we're having a lot of issues. On the right, we also see a Super Puma coming in. I thought this would be airmobiles, so I'm just basically watching to see where this lands. And we're also getting a recon for this side. Just to deal with some of this infantry. Maybe he'll call in another plane, then I can use my Eagle to then take that out. One of my Cobras did survive and landed, so we will get some supply to this eventually to heal it up. And, well, turned out it wasn't an airmobile. It was actually a command, so going to move a recon helicopter to try and gun that down in the open. As our fire team AT-4 here, trying to deal with these reserve pioneers. So just going to target the command infantry with the scout. Gonna try and get the minigun on these guys. But he is going to notice that. He's going to try and get him back into the Super Puma. So don't even get a volley off. And well, now we're just going to target the Super Puma and use our Eagle to take this out while it's in the air. Fortunately for me, though, don't get a hit. And, well, gun run proves unsuccessful. Thankfully, he does get in range of the PVATs there, so that Super Puma does go down. 2 more bombers in the air. PVAT's trying to just route those away. Moving our recon helicopter back, as we did take out the infantry we needed to take out. And, well, we see he did actually sneak over some Green Berets here. LRS trying to retreat from the AMX-10, waiting until I can get another Abrams here to really kind of support this. Unfortunately, though, bombers get their bombs off, and, well, LRS going to go down. So even though I'm ordering the HA now, I'm not going to have recon in this area, which would be a big issue. So Scout being fired upon by the Fliegerfaust, trying to pull this guy back, and then we're going to change the altitude so that he doesn't go down to this Fliegerfaust. Going to wait just for my infantry to take care of that. Also pushing up my Abrams in case he tries to bring anything further down this road. Abrams command, going to be recapturing my rear zone. The command infantry here, the airmobile command, did finally go down to my recon helicopter. And I just got an AT-4 team that's kind of just securing this back road into my zone. So everything somewhat stabilized now. He does have a pretty good point lead, though. And, well, putting a lot of pressure on this side of my zone. So I move up the Cobra to just kind of finish this Fliegerfaust out. But, of course, it hits the first time again. So very unfortunate. Thankfully, both Fliegerfaust missed that time. So the Cobra able to get some rockets off and really do some damage. Pushing up the recon to spot for it. And, well, Fliegerfaust takes out the recon. And don't want to take too many chances with the Cobra now, as we're kind of playing with fire. So Fliegerfaust's going to thankfully miss again, and we're going to pull back our Cobra to repair. So because I do have the recon here, I have nice vision on what he's trying to do. And, well, we see a big blob of armor coming. And, well, this is really bad timing, because we don't want to be close range to this at all with our command tank. So you can see I'm kind of indecisive on what I want to do, but then I just realized he's charging straight down the road, so I just need to pull this guy into a full reverse as quickly as I can. Try and back away. Thankfully, we do take out M48. I was originally going to smoke, but since he smokes, I'm just going to use that to further pull back from my position, get in a little bit better range, as we do have the HA to support now. This tank, I didn't think it was spotted, so I'm not trying to hide it, and, well, of course, gets shot by the AT. 40% accuracy there. Eagle, though, gonna try and get the revenge kill for us. Does take it out. And since we see the other AT, we're just gonna move our Eagle back around, as we still have one more long-range missile able to get the hit. And, well, that's gonna be another dead F4 AT. Gonna try and hit the evac button, as get a little close to his planes there, as I was concentrating on something else. Didn't have time to hit the evac button early. Thankfully, we don't pay for it. Eagle is able to make it out because of the speed. Here, though, HA in a lot of trouble. And, well, of course, tracks break on my other Abrams as I'm fighting this AMX-10. So having really bad RNG luck with my Abrams at this point. So I order up an Apache, maybe thinking that he'll be scared to send planes over my line with the Eagle, but he's not phased. Comes straight after my Apache. A-10 trying to provide some sort of cover, at least gonna make the Mirage get out of there. And, well, we see the other Mirage coming, so we're gonna go for a head-on. Unfortunately, though, we get hit by the first missile, and, well, that's gonna be a dead A-10. So our HA here did actually end up getting destroyed, which is very unfortunate. And at this point, we're 10 minutes into the game. We just lost an Apache that was landed that he could still somehow see. We're getting up some more air because we're just getting absolutely air trained right now. Thankfully, take out another F4AA. But our position is pretty weak on the left side. Our position here is absolutely non-existent, and well, we just have one M1A1 command that's kind of holding the line here as our fire team is getting routed by these Field Jaeger and Reserve Pioneer. So basically, his infantry's coming. We don't have any vision over the center except for our recon here, and well, we're just hanging on to dear life with our command. I did push up my AT4 just a little bit to further cut off this road, using the recon here to help with my damage Cobras. I just really need to get some rockets off on this infantry to really help my tank. And we have more Abrams approaching. I also have some supply coming up to help heal this. Eagle just flying in the back of my zone in case he sends out another bombing wave, as I'm mainly just really worried about his air at the moment. So gonna order up some more AT4s, try and capture these buildings back, try and capture this area back, and then hopefully get some sort of good spot in the zone, as I'm really worried about this area and my command tank, because TKS does have access to airmobiles, and if he moves up some airmobiles through here, my tank's just done for. Sure enough, we see a Super Puma. We know these contain the airmobiles, and well, my worst fear has just come true, as these are just coming straight at me. So you'll see, I'm gonna go ahead and move up my M1A1 to the edge here, just to help deal with the Milan and the Fliegerfaust. Ordering up another fire team AT4. And, well, if you notice, something happened in our spawn here. We actually did lose an AT4 team. The other one unloaded here, as there was an airmobile that flew in and actually landed in this building. You can see destroyed an airmobile and a supply. So that's a bit unfortunate. Never noticed this in the actual game, but noticed it through the replay. Cobra, though, doing a good job at stunning down these airmobiles, buying me some more time, trying to land my Cobra before this plane comes in, because we already know what he's going for. Sure enough, though, he does get the kill on the Cobra before I can land it. And, well, trying to move back this AT4 team, just so maybe I can repair it in the future. Gonna get a little risky here, try and move up the M1A1, but then I decide against it and pull it back, because I don't know how many tanks he has in this area, and I really don't want to lose another M1A1 at this point. So just waiting for the infantry to get here. See a lot of artillery fire in the back. We know that's probably going for our command. Sure enough, though, smoke. And, well, because of all the smoke here, I know he's probably going to start moving some infantry across, so just going to move up my M1A1 in this direction. Since I will have two M1A1s, we're moving up the other one here to try and see down this little road area. As we do get the Fliegerfaust, but our recon does go down. So now we're completely blind. Really need some recon in this area. So we see the Milan coming. I don't want to smoke, but sure enough, because I don't smoke, I get a hull breach. So, you know, bad karma for me, I guess. So trying to just pull this guy back at this point, because that was really unfortunate. I totally could have smoked that, and I just decided not to and paid for it. See a plane coming. Sure enough, it's an AT plane, and, well, it hits true. Takes out my M1A1, but we at least get the revenge kill there with our Eagle. My M1A1 watching over the road does get an M48, and, well, my infantry now moving up through here is going to be able to kind of help out with some of these engagements. So because I did move in the CV here, we're going to move out our CV tank because we don't want it facing all these units, and we're just pulling everything back, as I'm just going to concede this entire forest at this point and focus on a defense here. So moving across the scout, just so that I can use its minigun to maybe help with some of these engagements. So it is going to do at least a nice little job there. Just slowly dwindling down. The reserve pioneer is going to be able to get the kill. Another HA showing up to the middle to help stabilize some of this with the chaparral, so that I just have a little bit better AA. Fliegerfaust there, going to hit my scout as I'm trying to retreat. And well, now that I have the scouts here, my machine gun can actually start destroying his recon. And I'm moving over a supply helicopter just to help heal up this damaged Abrams from the middle. Did take an AT-4 shot to the side from the Green Berets. So need some more infantry here to help clear this out. And on the right, just engaging some Green Berets in the open. Don't really have anything to deal with this though, as I don't want to send a helicopter up because of all the Fliegerfaust and the planes, and we still don't have air superiority. So I'm just happy just to let this engagement happen on its own. Artillery coming in. Gonna be landing right on my scouts and machine gun team, so instead of just retreating, we're actually just gonna push these guys forward. As I did just take out his recon, so I just want to see what he has here, and we're going to be ordering an AT-4 team as a reinforcement there. A-10 coming in to deal with all this infantry here, so you'll see I'm already targeting everything he has, as I just want to clear these buildings. And well, unfortunately, the A-10 just doesn't decide to fire. I guess it couldn't see the building because of the way it's located there, and well, gonna get absolutely pounded by the Fliegerfaust and forced to retreat. So trying to pull this guy back. We see the F4s coming in, and well, he's gonna hit a missile first time, destroy my A-10. Eagle's at least able to do a lot of damage to take out both of his AA planes. The bomber run though, coming in for all my infantry, doesn't do a ton of damage. And the AT plane does end up missing there. So that's at least good for me as we survive that. Ordering up 2 more chaparrals now to really strengthen my AA, as he just has a ton of planes. Gonna bomb my HA there, do a little bit of damage, but his bomber does make it out alive. So scouts showing me that he has the AMX-10 here, able to destroy another Milan 2. Fortunately, though, AMX is going to be able to take out the scouts. So just moving up my Abrams a little bit, maybe get a shot off on this AMX. Does push out, and well, both Abrams going to be able to finish that. So going to pull the one back that doesn't have smoke anymore. And well, this one takes a side shot from the Heimatschützen. So we're going to try pull that guy back. And while we see an LGB bomber coming in, is going to be able to destroy my M1A1 there. Eagle trying to pursue that is going to just get 1 missile off, 2 missile off, not able to kill it. So we see the plane coming in for the chase. Going to decide just to send my Eagle for a long loop, maybe get him to come over my fresh AA, as well as my 2 chaparrals that I just bought. So now we're going to target that, as he's right where we want him. Eagle coming in for the kill. Does get the kill. Takes a little bit of damage on the way out, though. But that's at least another one of his planes down. And while here, getting artilleried like crazy. So I'm actually going to just push into his infantry, so that if he wants to artillery me, he's going to have to fire on his own guys. Basically forcing his hand to friendly fire there. And well, these guys did actually stay alive here, so got the AT-4 team up and going to try and capture this area to maybe do a push in this zone, as we are down in points. It's about halfway through the game at this point, so we do need to really capture something else to start the tick, as I'm not feeling too confident about pushing over the open with all his planes, and I'm not really able to support my tanks with adequate recon at the moment. He does control this forest area, and I can't really push into this properly. So just deciding to basically play defensive and maybe see what he has over here. So AT-4 going to be destroying 2 P4 Milans. artillery could be absolutely wrecking my LRS as it destroys the building, trying to pull these guys back, but with every hit, just taking a ton of damage. And well, it's right next to my CV, so we're playing that a little close. As our LRS does survive in the back building, but CV is pretty close to this, so we got to be careful with future engagements there. Do get some more scouts up. It's going to be used to help our tanks. Going to pull back my HA to repair a little bit. And we also have another HA going to the left. So, did destroy my LRS with the artillery. And, well, I don't want my command to die as well, so we're going to be trying to move that further over to the left. Going to be opening up on these off-clears here. Moving in my machine gun to get healed by the M35 supply. And while with the HA here, we can really shut down this road. See more planes coming in. Eagle that is healed up. It's going to be coming out, targeting the last one of these bombers, because that way we have the best chance to destroy it. And, well, not going to be able to destroy it. We do lose our Eagle, and we at least take out Mirage in return. But because these are only 195 points, and Eagle is 275, that's not really the trade we want to be taking there. I was confident once this Mirage flew over, my Chaparrals would be able to deal with it. Unfortunately, they were not, though. So we at least have some sort of foothold here. I was able to move my command tank from here all the way up into the left, which puts us at a +2. And our HA going to be trying to sit here to really kind of cut off this road into my back line as I'm moving my CV slowly further to the left. So HA going to do a nice job at cutting off some of his units here. Unfortunately, going to miss with that shot, even though it has 65% accuracy. And well, it's going to miss with that shot too, even though it has 65% accuracy. Finally gets a kill there. This one also missed with 65% accuracy, so unlucky RNG there. But now we're finally starting to get some hits in, so that's great. And well, he's coming right towards my AT4 teams, but they're getting stunned down almost instantly and pretty much just missing everything. And he's doing a great job of putting in smoke here. So Bradley's at close range, gonna be able to do nice damage against these M48s. And well, this one comes out of the smoke. Both Bradleys though gonna open up on that, destroy it. And we're just gonna keep this Abrams here to see what else he decides to push at the smoke. And HA just gonna play that more defensively. So Milan 2 gonna fire, and sure enough, going for my Abrams. Gets a side shot because my tank turned to face this tank. So we lose that instantly. Not very good. And well, this HA going to be trying to destroy the last M48 here, just so that we can have some peace of mind that nothing got through. And on the left side, our AT4 teams spotting the Green Beret in the forest. Just going to try and lock down this building here. Provide us some control over the left-hand side of the zone as we get another M1A1 just to watch down this road, cut off these M48s from pushing up. So I have an Apache in the rear now, basically forcing him to use planes to try and destroy this, as I'm feeling pretty confident with 2 Chaparrals. I'm hoping that's enough AA to at least take out 1 plane if he decides to go for this. As the Apache is going to destroy an M48. Sure enough, here comes the plane, so we got the Eagle in combination with the Chaparrals. And well, both Chaparrals miss, but that Mirage isn't going to make it out alive. And well, we take it out as our Apache also able to survive. So going to pull that back for repairs in the future, as we want to keep this guy alive and force his hand to do that again. Got our Bradleys in good defensive positions now, watching over the middle. The only thing I'm really lacking here is some AA. So we are getting some stingers and plenty of PVADs just to really protect this area. Unfortunately, though, it's a little too late as the airmobile coming in, and well, we already know what the strategy is. Just land right on top of the command as they'll spawn alive, and then you can fire the Pelas. So I'm just trying to rush out my command tank, trying to get him to safety. Thankfully, his smoke there actually works to my benefit. This airmobile still going to land right on top of my Bradley NHA. Thankfully, we have enough there to really stun that down. But the airmobile here is a problem, as now it's close to this tank, so just trying to run this away. Thankfully, the Apilas there does miss. Hot 2 strikes to Bradley. And, well, just really need to finish these guys off so that we can push back in our tanks. On the right side, still just have my fire team AT4 here. Another one here. Abrams to support if he tries to push down these roads. And thankfully, the airmobile's been routed. Don't know if he still has anything here, though, so I'm being a little bit careful. And because we just killed the airmobiles, finished them off, I'm going to move up my command tank. It is on an attack move, though. And while I see the 2 M48s here, so I don't want to get too close, so we're going to decide to actually pull this back. And unfortunately, I did not see the missile from the Hot 2, so I exposed myself to another side shot there, and we lose our command tank. So 13 minutes left at about a 50-point deficit. And we still have a good position on the left here. Just really need to get CV back into the zone to continue the tick so that we can win this game.
Be careful. Enemies nearby. Good job,
as the Green Berets are going to fall. On the right side, we see a Canyon Yak Panzer firing at my PVADs, so I'm going to try and pull that back just a little bit. Unfortunately, Abrams not able to spot that where it currently is. So he is going to take out my AA defense there. But once he gets in the line side of the Abrams, going to instantly, well, I say instantly because of the 65% accuracy, but as we see there, it misses again. And, well, the AT4 team actually takes the initiative to finish that off. So because he actually pushed down there, you'll see pushing back my fire team to see what kind of reinforcements or attack that he might plan here. And our Apache going to be going to the corner here to defend this area. Supply coming in to heal all my units here. Supply here just went down, I believe, to a P4 or Milan 2 from these buildings. And we're just going to scout if he has anything behind our line. AT4, unfortunately, misses that shot, and, well, it turns out to be a Jaegerfurber, so big miss. The Apache, though, able to kill some Green Berets that were scouting for him, and, well, now we're going to push that up since we know there's a command that's been exposed. Over here, see more smoke. We already can see the Super Pumas in the back, so we know another landing is imminent. Here, I'm just trying to destroy the command. Thankfully, we get the command. Now I'm going to be a little greedy, try and destroy some more Fliegerfaust. Fortunately, though, I test my luck just a little too far, get tapped by the Fliegerfaust, trying to pull him back now. Fortunately, though, another Fliegerfaust hits, and, well, my Apache goes down. Here, Stinger's going to be able to take out one of the Super Pumas. And, well, the other airmobile's going to be right above us. And he's just going to collapse that right in the smoke. So, spreading out our Stingers. And the airmobile's going to capture my empty supply. Fliegerfaust there, able to hit my Blackhawk supply. And, well, I have a problem now with this HA kind of being stuck between a rock and a hard place. Here, take out one of his bombers. Eagle going for the last one. At least able to finish off another. And we at least get a hit on another bomber there. Thankfully, we don't get taken out by the rolling 3. But he is going to get a shot into the side of my HA. We do end up surviving. And we do actually take out the airmobile. So I'm just going to smoke this guy now and then try and just pull him back. As, you know, he only has one bit of HP. Going to go ahead and order a supply for him. But we see an M48 now pushing up, which is a big problem as I don't have anything to deal with that. Basically just trying to use the smoke now. As you see, I'm going at a straighter line, but he is trying to basically get eyes on. And, well, because we just fired at the Hyman shoots him, we don't have the capacity to fire again. So he does get one shot off. Actually take out my HA there. On the left side, Engineer Flash getting caught out by the M48s here. Trying to pull these guys back and moving in the HA to support. We see another helicopter on my right-hand side. So we already know what's about to happen here. That's why I'm buying the A10 to help deal with this. AT4 able to destroy an M48. Our M1 A1 HA does take a hit though, and, well, we see another M48 HA should be able to take care of that. But for some reason we get absolutely clapped, even though we had like 6 armor left by the 15 pin of this M48. So not really sure what happened there. But that was extremely unlucky. Really felt cheated by that. A10 Thunderbolt going for the Chinook. The pilot decides he has other plans though, and even though we had this targeted, he just decides to pull away. So now I'm going to be the pilot. And, well, first I'm going to take out the Super Puma, and now I'm going to move towards the Chinook. Apache should be able to clean up the airmobiles there. And the PVADS actually finishes out the Chinook. But because they're both commands, they capture. Well, they neutralize this zone because we took him out before he could capture. This one actually does end up surviving, so he will capture my back zone, be at a +4. Eagle trying to destroy the LGB bomber, does take it out. But now, GinRow back at a +4, and that's going to put him back in the lead. As I'm debating how I want to capture these zones back, as I still have my command tank here that I could pull back, but I don't really want to pull that back. Bradley's just going to move through, as I'm just relying on the Apache to kind of destroy the command infantry there. Thunderbolt pilot decides not to fire at the M48s. So AT4 team is going to go down. And, well, I'm just trying to deal with all the chaos now on my back line. Unfortunately for me, though, Apache going to decide he has other plans and just going to keep getting stunned down by these Green Berets. I was trying to destroy these on my way back with the A10, but he decided not to fire again. So having a lot of target difficulties at the moment. Hoping that the Scout can maybe get some volleys from its minigun onto this. Eagle able to destroy the HE plane. And, well, we're still having a lot of difficulties trying to destroy the Green Beret here. So Thunderbolt did fly over again without firing. Ordered another Thunderbolt to see if he can actually deal with this himself. And, well, thankfully, he's going to fire as they're moving across the open. So good job, Perry. Very bad job for Taylor there. So Perry going to be coming in to clean up some of these P4s. He's going to get tapped by a Roland. Does hit the P4, though. Does destroy a Gazelle Hot. And does destroy another Gazelle Hot. So let's all clap for Perry. Did a really nice job there. Fire Team AT4's going to be moving back to take control of this area. And, well, I'm assuming his command is in this back corner. So we're just trying to get some AT4 teams to get back there to do some damage. And, well, Apache going to be moving up to help deal with some of this Heimat Schutzen that just showed up. So over here we can see the AT4 really doing a good job just shutting this lane down. Unfortunately now I don't have anything spotting this area, but we did destroy his 2 CV drops into my rear zone, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable. At this point we're back at a +2. We have just over 5 minutes left, so to +2 we will win this. Just have to maintain control of our zones. Apache doing a nice job destroying some Hymet shoots in there. We see the rolling three. Does miss both shots. Thankfully, the Apache ATGM is going to remain true there. Trying to pull this back now to repair, to take out the first plane. Unfortunately, there is a second bomber coming from my Apache, and it is going to be enough to take me out. At least we take out the bomber in return. And well, from our Eagle flying, we can see a bunch of Gazelle cannons coming. So we know what's coming. Now we just have to prepare for it. I'm feeling pretty comfortable with all my PVADs in this area. Here, just have some resupply issues. My other PVAD, though, because I saw the Gazelle cannons, going to decide to move them up. And, well, looks like another uh, airmobile was trying to get through. Not sure if there was a command in that, but it does die on impact. So that's good for me. Pushing up my fire teams just to capture a little bit more ground. And going to spot a Milan 2. Here, Abrams getting hit by a bunch of artillery, so we're going to decide to pull that back. And, well, with my other Abrams, I'm going to try and scout ahead and see if I can somehow sneak a CV into here. But if we notice, another Chinook somehow snuck through my line. I believe this one came from the far left and around. So he does capture my rear zone again, which puts him at a +2. And with 3 minutes left, this is a big oof, as he has over 100-point lead on us. Thankfully, we do at least have a command that's close. I'm also routing my CP Mutt that I was planning to push through the middle there. Here, Abrams does take out the command in that zone, so that'll at least neutralize it. But we really need to capture our main base back, as no tick is a bad tick with 3 minutes left. So able to take out the empty Chinook, but we still have the command somewhere in here. And well, we see a massive horde of Gazelle cannons now coming from my CV in the center. So we have this in the best place possible, just right in the corner. PVAD's going to be trying to defend. And well, Abrams here, that was scouting, gets killed by some Gazelle Hots. Still going to move up my other command, though, as our PVAD's trying to just slow these guys down. That's my best bet at this point. Recon helicopter going to be able to spot the Green Beret. Chaparral is going to open up as they get closer to my command. And the scout here almost has dealt with Green Beret. Is going to be able to get the kill. I did bring up another one in case the Gazelle Cannon Swarm was able to take out my Abrams. But now we have good control here. Have a nice +4. Eagles going to be destroying both those Gazelle Cannons. So we're almost to draw territory with just over a minute. Unfortunately, though, he does get a CV back in this left-hand corner. Thankfully, the scout going to be able to take that out. And, well, he doesn't capture it, so that leaves us still at a +2. And just to go ahead and let this run out here, as we're going to pause, go to a neutral perspective, see what all he has left, and just talk about the ending here, because he does actually end up surrendering. As you can see, right now, it would be a draw. He has no way of capturing this zone. He has no way of capturing this zone. He has no way of destroying the CV unless he does some type of bombing run. But at this point, I believe we've taken out all his bombing aircraft. So we're going to say he has no way of destroying this CV. He has no way of capturing this zone, as there's no CV anywhere close. And I also have this CV that's routing to the zone that will capture it, put me at a further +4 with a minute left. And I have an Abrams that's about to get into this zone and capture it. And, well, he has nothing that can take out that Abrams before I capture this zone. So +4. And then with this fully captured, that'll be a +8. So that will give me enough points in the final minute to win. So GinRow going to realize that and surrender. But really, really fun game there. Went down to the wire. Really enjoyed that, even though it was very stressful to play against TKS. Come out with a pretty good kill to loss ratio. So we can see Abrams doing a lot of work, machine gunners doing a lot of work, my command doing a lot of work, as we were just relying heavily on our Eagles to really put down his Air Force. PVAD's also doing a really good job against the Gazelle cannons. I'm really enjoying using the PVADs. I think they're a really good AA unit for 55 points. Apache, I would at least get some value there. Not as much value as I would have wanted, though. This Apache, though, doing a good job, at least taking out the two commands there and the rolling three. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Later, guys.